so very often people will come into a bind whereby both the people's weapons will go high. And for a second, both people are thinking, if I disengage first, I might just get hit by that weapon that's up above there. Okay, if I try and come around here, that's just going to come down on my head. You're a bit too close to try and do false edge things over here. And if you're in a movie, of course, we'll have a long conversation at this point about who's father and all this kind of stuff, okay? And it might go on for minutes for some reason, and neither of us will do anything. In actual fact, the simplest thing in the world, and Fiore shows it from here, is just go hoof, okay? So, we come to the binds, both people's weapons go high, you go bam into the crotch, and then you immediately come round to the other side. So all you're doing is you're causing a distraction and pain. The kick in the crotch can equally be done to the knee, basically anywhere that hurts, okay? And the moral of the story is very simply, if you're bound high, bam, attack low, bam, to cause distraction and pain, so you can then come back round the other side again. Okay, so bind, high, kick, bam. Okay, good, carry on, sorry. Things to mention about this, this is also a very useful technique in a couple of other scenarios. So the way I've shown it to you is how Fiore shows it. It's basically if you're both bound high, then the first person, bam, to cause something down here is more likely to be able to make a safe disengage to the other side. However, there's a couple of other examples where this can be really useful. Against German longswords using a lot of high winding techniques, they'll be trying to come in with things up here. And I have found that very often, when they're trying to either do wind and all that side, can you do a zavert power around to the other side? There we go. When they're trying to do anything to you high up here, bam, doing that low, works quite well. Okay, so that's the first situation where it's quite good. The other situation where it's quite good is when someone very aggressively gives you a big cut because they want to close in and wrestle with you. Okay, they just want to wrestle with you. Some people realise I'm not very good with the sword, but I'm really good at wrestling, so they just try and wrestle with you all the time. If you realise your opponent is one of these people who just wants to throw you on the ground, bam, get them with a kick straight into the groin area. Okay, kicks, and the same is true if you're using shields. Kicks to either the shield or the person's body are a very good way of keeping someone at distance. Okay, so I just want you to practice the same technique as you were doing it before, but bear this in mind that anything that goes really high up into the high line, or where someone gets your weapon high because they want to charge underneath the weapons, bam, that in there either at the knee or the crotch are the best places to go. I don't want you to go any higher really than the crotch, because the danger if you're bringing the foot up here is potentially it could be grabbed, but you're more likely to end up on your butt on the ground, okay? So keep it to the painful areas from crotch downwards. Okay, good, carry on.